Huh, I didn't know Frop did Valkyria Chronicles. Apparently one of the speedrunners I follow speedruns Valkyria Chronicles. This is the first time I've heard about it, and I'm like, oh, I want to see him do a run of it. All right, we're up and running. Hello, Internet. Oh, dear. Where are you? We're back to doing some Path of Radiance Retro Achivo. Pick up where we left off. Alright, don't need Ileana. Basically, the rest of this crew is like the core of when I'm running for the rest of the game. Yeah, that'll work. I do want to note real quick, we have a couple of use units that we can order around. These guys turn into animals and fuck people up. Unfortunately, that is on a meter. When the meter reaches full, they can transform. When it depletes, they untransform. They're not as good untransformed as they are transformed. So you kind of have to balance that out. We also technically get Kristen Rolf, finally. This is a healer. So it's important to get her leveled up and get her class changed. Because that'll be important for a later chapter, and that's about the short and long of why you need to level up Mist. Rolf is like the best archer in the game. He outclasses Xion from earlier. Like, granted, he's level 1 right now, and it doesn't seem like it. But by the time Xion comes back, Rolf is just better than him. Period. So if you want an archer, you invest in Rolf. Period. Also, him, Boyd, and Oscar, they have a Trinity. Is it in this game? Yes. They have a Trinity attack they can do, where they attack... Basically, you get, like, a triple attack on a single enemy. It's kind of a map attack. I was trying to remember if it was this game or Radiant Dawn that has this, but I believe Path of Radiance has this. But yeah, our job this map is to go seize... not there. Where is it? Seize this part right here. We'll go do these as well. Especially when we get another unit that shows up later. For now, I'm just getting everybody advanced forward in the lake. That's what they turned into a cat. Oh. Oh, I forgot I could go up that way. I guess the back crew can go that way. Yeah, so we're gonna go that way. Rolf comes this way. This comes this way. Rise goes up this way. Titania will go up this way. I just realized we might be doing an early restart because they're going to target Mist and Rolf. Oh no. It's fine. We'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is not fine. Oops. I fucked up right there at the start. Go me. This is why, while we burned through a lot of chapters the first time, the rest of the time will not go as fast. Okay. Titania, that way. Oh, I didn't mean to watch the tutorial. I don't need the tutorial. Thank you. Now, the only downside of Lethe and Mordecai getting kills right now is that technically that experience is just kind of like voided. Because it goes to no one. It doesn't even go to them, technically. They don't get it. So it's kind of just voided experience, which is kind of bad. We don't want voided experience. Son of a fucking goddamn it! You of course had. We survived with what it be? Hell yeah! Why? I thought the range would be fine. Ow. I don't particularly want to kill him with somebody besides Rolf. Rolf needs all the help he can get. There you go, Rolf. Now Miss has to use potions because she can't heal herself, unfortunately. Thankfully, it's enough to not die. The magic triangle doesn't really matter here. He's a 1 HP, so just bop him and move on. Alright, I forgot sand, like, drops. Knight's movement to, like, nothing. Or drops paladin movement to, like, nothing. I would say I probably should have swapped me and Ike in terms of movements, but Ike needs to be down here to seize the location, so. Nice. No, not the first house. Darn it. I don't remember the items that are in the houses. Oh, more pirates, hooray. Where is Marcia? It is turn 5 and she has not shown up. Where the fuck is she? That is technically not who I wanted to heal, but that's fine. I was really wanting to heal Ike. But oh well. I'm entirely confused right now because Marcia should have shown up by now. Did I do something wrong? Yes. Ooh, I fucked up. We can't recruit Marcia because, I forgot to talk to her in Chapter 3. Shit. And because I forgot to talk to her in Chapter 3, she's not going to show up in this chapter where we recruit her. So I've already fucked up. Fantastic. So we are starting over. Can't believe I fucked that up real bad. Time to do redo 4 hours of progress. As fast as we can. Maybe I can do the Spare and Hope with only Ike this time. I just feed him all the experience. I can't believe we missed the first hit. Nice crit. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to get that. I didn't see she got double. She get double there. That's my bad. Maybe I'll better stat rolls. Actually, let me... Uh... Don't mind the speed up sounds and all that, because this is like the best way to do this, unfortunately. Thank you, Gian, for being a target. Oh my god. A miss. A fucking miss. Where's Marcia? We have to actually talk to her with Ike. Because then she'll show up in the chapter we were on. That's where I fucked up. Unfortunately, there's no fixing this besides just running it back. Nice crit, Marcia. Just clearing out the deck for us. Damn, Marcia, what the fuck? Okay, I got Marcia to leave, and then she'll show up show up in that chapter 9. God, I basically have to mash dialogue. Fortunately, Ike is getting none of the boss experience, which is a goddamn shame. Because he needs it more than anybody. Alright, we're set up for Marcia. Okay, I've got a surface roof. It's what? HP. A speed wing that's a speed. Soren could use the speed increase. And Soren could also use the Surf's Red, so. Thank you for the crit. I appreciate that. And another crit. Fantastic. Crits for days. Let's go. I need a safe zone for the two of them. So they don't die. I was hoping for a crit. Ow. There we go. There's some boss experience for Ike. Nice crit, Boyd. God! Quick reset. Alright. Gion, Gatry, you're gonna get over there. Boyd's going to go with them. Oh, you had a javelin. I didn't realize. That could end it badly. Oh, thank you for coming over. That makes this easier. Luck Boy could use it. Oh, Ike's almost dead. Oh dear. Probably should have moved them along the other bridge. Is that the end of my turn? That's my fault. You're not getting away this time. Shit. Wait, please don't die. Oh, thank God he decided just to not deal with Boyd. Good. Mercy. Mercy from the computer this time. Oh my god. Do you even have anything on him? No. I get some experience off that. Not all of it, unfortunately. There's Mia. I'll wait for her to get the Ike. Nice crit. Son of a bitch. Ow. Don't you... bitch. Of course. Fucking mage. I think when those 100 units move in, I'm gonna back off. Nice dodge. And the triple to get it. Nice, nice, nice. Nice job, Soren. Hey, Double Spidey, how's it going? No thief. No, you're not stealing the treasures. I'm not. I shouldn't be, at least. Just as a heads up, you might notice that the game is running faster. I found out that I fucked up a recruitment super early on, so I had to basically start the game over. I forgot to talk to the flying unit in Chapter 3 for her to show up in Chapter 9. So we're having to redo, like, basically everything I've done so far. It's fine. I have the game at, like, a 1.5 times speed. So we should be caught up in no time. Ow. As long as I don't have a game over and have a unit die, which might happen right here. God damn it! Void! Why couldn't you tank that? I saw the PlayStation State of Play, which isn't Tokyo Game Show, but it's Tokyo Game Show adjacent. I saw most of Xbox's one, which was but TGS showcases are never that interesting. I saw the Persona 5 mobile game is getting a Japanese release, which is nice. I feel like a level 5 one has happened, but I don't remember anything from it. The only thing of note, the only other thing I saw was that, and I'll pull up the image because this is a very strange thing. I don't know what it means. It could mean something. It could not mean something. So during apparently Capcom's TGS livestream, they announced this. It is a product introduction to the Ace Attorney series that is happening September 29th. I don't know what this means. Like, I assume it's a case of, hey, we have basically the entire franchise now out across multiple platforms and all the collections and stuff we have. Here is a breakdown of what those collections are. If you don't know, which, cool. But also, it's really weird they're just doing this out of nowhere. Like, how I saw this was from someone else who quote retweeted it and just said, well, if there's any evidence that Ace Attorney 7 is in development, I guess this is it. And that's what my thought of just like, okay, they have Ace Attorney 7 maybe in development now, but they can't show anything. So they'll at least go, hey, Ace Attorney fans, reminder, everything's out there now, except the Professor Layton crossover, but we got to talk to level 5 about that. And then we can get it out the door. Like, I assume nothing happens here. If you don't already, if you know Ace Attorney, fantastic. This is probably just a reminder of everything. If you don't know Ace Attorney, I would encourage just watching this because, like I said, it will probably break down all of the collections and stuff and tell you, hey, here's how all the collections work. Here's what's in those collections. Here's an introduction to the franchise. You know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Honestly, if you're gonna ask me, where do I start with Ace Attorney? Just grab the first trilogy. Just grab the first trilogy collection. If you like that collection, buy the next one. Buy the Apollo Justice one, because that continues you from there. And if you like that, then go buy the Great Ace Attorney one, because it's the same gameplay and stuff, just ancestors. I would assume it's the first one. Granted, it's emulated 3DS, so it could be any of the three. But yeah, if you like the two trilogies, buy the Great Ace Attorney collection, because it's the same sort of gameplay and ideas, just a different setting and stuff with an ancestor of Phoenix. That would be his boss, not his assistant. Mia is his boss. So you got to at least case 2 then, if Mia's showing up, because Mia dies in the start of the second case. of the first game. But yeah, no, Mia's his boss. Bear in mind, Phoenix's first day on the job was getting Larry off, proving Larry didn't commit murder. That was his first case. That was his first job. So yeah, Mia was his boss. Maya, who's the one that summoned Mia, is his assistant. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, when you said ghost of his assistant, I'm like, technically Mia his boss, but I assume you mean Maya summoned Mia on accident, without really knowing how to do it, but yeah. The last thing I'll say is, if you like all three of those, then pick up the Miles Edgeworth ones, because the Miles Edgeworth ones are different gameplay, but it's the same setting and the same, like, not necessarily characters, because you're primarily just playing as Miles. But yeah, that's your breakdown of the collections. They're very good games, and I encourage them. If you just want to know the story of Ace Attorney, but don't necessarily want to play the games, the anime does a good job of getting you through the original trilogy, except for like one case that they skip. And the one case they do skip was exclusive to the DS re-release of the game. Oh my god. Of course they did. I wonder why. There could be any reason. Any remaster adjacent reasons at all whatsoever. Because apparently if you have... Oh, is it the new one that has all the story stuff? Because they're pushing real hard on Wild's story for some reason. Okay. I know that one, so hold up. Yeah. Yeah, just to... yeah, just to show this off. This technically leaked like a few days ago. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this leaked a few days ago. Basically, it is a Rathalos that transforms into Optimus. Or an Optimus that transforms into a Rathalos. That's it. This leaked like a few days ago, so I already kind of knew about it, but it was really tiny images and stuff. Because there's this, and they're doing a Digimon crossover, so there's little, like, V-Pets. Okay, here's the thing with Monster Hunter. The monsters aren't necessarily bad guys. They're just animals. They're just monsters that you hunt. Ergo, the title Monster Hunter. They're not bad. Okay, first of all, the movie is probably a terrible depiction of it. Secondly, in the Monster Hunter games, specifically, you're just population control. You're just making sure that, like, the populations of all these monsters and stuff don't get out of control. That's it. That's all you do. That's, like, the entire context of the series. So yeah, the monsters aren't bad guys. Unless you're talking about a very specific monster that is, like... I don't even know if an invasive species would be the best describer for it. They're kind of like... If we let this thing roam about, it will fuck up the environment and fuck things up, so we gotta put it down, kind of thing. And those are, like, the big box art cover monsters 90% of the time. Is those ones. And again, they're not necessarily bad guys, they are just animals. None of the monsters have intelligence. Oh, also, it comes with a little matrix. Yeah, like I also said, there's a Digimon Monster Hunter crossover. They got, like, a couple of V-Pets that you can raise the monsters on. There's like an Agumon and a Garumon style, like couple of monsters, if you so desire, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's Monster Hunter's, like, I forget the year, but it's their anniversary, so they're kind of going overboard with the crossovers and stuff. Like, Takara, I believe, is supposed to have some toy stuff pop up probably in the next few weeks or so that it's Monster Hunter related. Well, actually, technically, this is one of them. Yeah, it got delayed. Like, not only did it get delayed, the press previews that they were going to invite people out to got canceled outright. Which is, I think, happened before the delay, which is why some people were like, I guess it's gotten delayed. Because this just happened out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what convinced them to do so. But apparently something major came up in the last, like, few weeks or so and made them go, oh, we can't put the game out. We gotta roll it back. The only bad part is they delayed it to, I think, like, late February, around the same time when a bunch of other stuff is, like, gonna get out the door. So they kind of shoved themselves into a spot that is kind of like kind of stacked at the moment. I will say, of the Microsoft stuff I saw, is it just me? Yeah, 14th of February. Like, there's a bunch of stuff coming around, like, right then and there, which is like, oof. But what I was going to say is, during the Microsoft showcase, they showed Metal Gear Solid Delta footage. Am I the only one that feels it's a little suspicious that there was not a drop of gameplay in that footage? That it was all cutscenes from the first part of the game? Just the tiniest bit suspicious about that. Like, oh, there's no gameplay here. And this is all from the opening part of the game. Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, the remake of Snake Eater that they're doing. Like, something about that makes me go, I don't trust this. Maybe it's just a combination of that and Konami. Because it's Konami we're talking about in this situation, and Konami is Konami. As a reminder, the last Metal Gear Solid thing before this remake was Metal Gear Survive. Yeah, again, that's what I'm curious about, because like I said, all those cutscenes, for those that don't know Metal Gear Solid 3, all the cutscenes from that are from the first, like, 2-4 hours of the game. I forget the specific name of the operation, but the main part of the game is Operation Snake Eater. The first, like, few hours or so, it has a different name. I forget what the name in the context of the game is. But that whole thing is just that opening segment. It's basically a tutorial, for all intents and purposes. But that segment ends, honestly, where that trailer ends with Volganov firing off the nuke, nuking that part of wherever the game is set, because I forget offhand. Russia, I believe? Isn't that some part of Russia? Or am I misremembering? He fires off that he fires off that nuke, and that kind of ends the segment, and you kind of like go back, and then you kind of like regroup, recover, and then the demo might be that entire level, to be honest. Like that is the opening 4 seconds of the game. I'm not sure on the demo, but I know the basics of most of the Metal Gear games, unfortunately. Because I am a poor dumb fool who watches too many long form reviews and essays and stuff. Yeah. I'd imagine, because like that opening segment is short. Like I said, it's like a couple hours at best. You can burn your way through it real quick if you know what you're doing. Because it ends on the bridge, and your boss, the boss, tossing your ass over the bridge like, oh, sorry, I'm defecting. That's just how it is. Bye! She also basically schools your ass as well. Just like disarms you, takes your gun away, dismantles it in front of you, and then like breaks your arm, and then like sends your ass over the bridge. And I do mean dismantles your gun. Just pops it apart. It just tosses the pieces over the bridge like, all right, you've got no gun now. Have fun. I will say, 3 probably, as someone who knows Metal Gear stories and stuff, it is probably the most straightforward a Metal Gear story can get. Besides, like, 1. It's like 1 and 3 are, like, fairly straightforward. 2 is the weird, kind of meta-textual meme one. And I say that for more than just words. Is it bad that I can answer that? That I know the answer to that? Fair. I think... Here's the dumb thing about Metal Gear Solid 4. You technically have to play the briefing, which is just a long-ass cutscene, before you properly start the game. On the menu, there is a briefing option. You're technically supposed to do that first before you play the game. Because that basically gives you the setup of the game. The game never tells you to do that. Is it 90 minutes long? Shit. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what the... Oh, God. I'm just... Hang on. I have to let this battle play out. I was about to say, it's not 90 minutes long. But I was about to say it is long, because I'm like, what the fuck is the last cut? Where's the last cutscene of that game start? Like, okay, is it after? Torn, don't die. Thank you. Look, I am not going to defend Kojima here. The part of the reason people love Kojima is his storytelling, and it's how it's just different. It is non-traditional gameplay storytelling. Especially because, like, nobody back then was doing, like, this kind of shit outside of maybe an RPG. And even an RPG would not dare to do this. But he has a style of storytelling that, like, people like. And it's primarily the first 3 games that is what people really like. Because hang on. I have to find it. One of my favorite video essays. PS4 was a mistake. So this is one of my favorite video essays of all time that you can find on YouTube. Simply titled, Metal Gear Solid 4 was a mistake. Bear in mind, it's 3.5 hours long, and it is a deep dive into Metal Gear Solid 4 and why it's a mistake. And I'll tell you right now, the end of the video just says that it is the perfect 5 out of 10. All the ambition, none of the execution. Because it was a mistake by Kojima to give in to fan demand to come back to make a game. It was a mistake to try to tie up all these loose ends. It is a very good 3.5 hours. Look. Look, there's a lot more than just Metal Gear Solid 4 analysis here. There's a lot of other material here. It is really good. I highly recommend it if you like your long-form video essays. I'm looking for a specific segment in here. All that prequel stuff was after the fact. Was before that. Here's the thing. Portable Ops, Peace Walker. It was all before 4. I believe. It was Phantom Pain that was after 4, I believe. I'm not going to be able to find it. It'll be hard to scroll through this. Phantom Pain is 5, yes. Portable Ops and Peace Walker were PSP only games. They were technically spin-offs. They kind of follow up from Snake Eater and kind of follow Naked Snake as he makes Outer Heaven, basically. I have to full size this. Oh, right. Yeah. Snake Manly has a nice little comparison here between 4 and 5 of like, you can say both of these have bad writing, which they do, but the bad writing is different. One of these is poorly paced, poorly implemented mechanics, conflicting goals, and it's just, do you want to watch some PowerPoints? Because there's so many PowerPoints in this game. 5, on the other hand, is barely a story. There's basically the bones of a story, and there's not much else. There's no ending to the game. It is just sandbox. There's a bad twist, and cause is terrible. Yeah, the multiplayer's there, but that's not like the main thing to focus on in that. And like I said, this essay gets into like the nitty-gritty with 4 and its relation to the rest of the series and how all this functions. Again, it's really fucking good. But I say that as someone who likes his stupid long form essays. I like them. I'm all happy and excited that one of the people I follow who's been doing long form analysis of Lost is putting out their last video that is like 6 hours long, I think, or something. I forget what they exactly said, but it said that the last part of it was going to be several hours long and it was going to cover the last couple seasons or stuff. And I'm like, yay! I've never seen Lost. I don't particularly care about Lost, but I love hearing about it. I love hearing someone just talk about it and get into the nitty gritty of it. Again, that's where this recommendation is coming from. If you are not that kind of person, don't. But maybe just listen to the intro part of it, because again, it's all chapter marked and stuff. I saw that. I didn't look at it, but I was like, oh, hey, John Wick spinoff. That's the second one. I like this one's the proper movie. The other spinoff was a Peacock show? Yeah, because the, we have that show about the hotel, or one of the hotels. Yeah, Continental. That, I could not remember the name of it, so I was just like, the hotel. One of those hotels. An important one. I don't remember the name. Oh, I don't care. Throw it out there. To be honest, I am not surprised. I'm like... I know what happens in, like, the last movie, and I'm like, I could find a way out of this. Like, he could just not be dead. He could just be, like, almost dead. Oh, okay. Then that's like, that. I guess that doesn't particularly bug me, because it's like, oh yeah, This does not take place after he dies, so it's fair game. It's dumb, but it's fair game. Oh wait, who has? Who has the fire? Oh, Boyd has the fire. Ow. I wonder if part of that might be that maybe the Continental show didn't do super well, and so John is there to, like, get people in seats to be like, oh, John's in here, and then you go see it, and then it's all about somebody else, but it's like, oh, hey, I'm here because John will show up eventually. I don't know. Something stupid like that. Got a different conversation. Okay. Gonna kind of just empty everybody out item-wise, and then kind of redistribute from there. Iron Sword. Don't need that. I'm gonna make Ike 15 because this is the map. retro achievement has for doing solo, so. Don't need titanium, doesn't need experience. Skill up, but it's not as much as I would hope. Okay. I guess I take another iron sword just in case. Alright, we're gonna try to do this map again. Solo Ike. So everybody stand back. I saw something about it, but I didn't quite understand it. Are they dumb in some respect? Alright, I have to pick up Liliana too on this map. Right, I can't forget that. And at some point I have to get to her in 8 turns. Right. Oh, okay. I was like, I saw that there was like some problem with it somewhere, but I think it was like something specific, not necessarily like it in general. I don't know. I didn't look too hard into it. I was just like, oh, hey, look, that. All right. I'm sure someone's upset about this. It's not me because I don't care. Oh. Oh, okay, that probably is what I was seeing. That's weird. Why not just... If someone can run it at 60, let them run it at 60. I don't know why. I feel like Rise was running perfectly fine without that. Does Rise have that? I honestly don't know. I know I have. I was able to comfortably run the game at 60. And I don't think I had frame generation on. If that was even a thing in Rise. Granted, Rise was a Switch game first before it came to PC, so it can't be that hard. It can't be that intensive. Because I know, for some reason, people are really down on Monster Hunter Rise now. For some reason, they don't like the dogs. They don't like this or that about the game. And I'm like, this game was fine. I don't know what y'all are complaining about. This game was fine and cool. Why are we down on it now? Why do we not like the dogs? The dogs were cool. The dogs were fun. Why you not like dogs? There's a crit. I'll take a crit. Oh my god, resist up, really? Like, please. He must have a longbow. He hit me from that range. Yep, there's the real sword broken. Oh my god. Just barely. Ow. I should have given him the elixir. Those are bigs and good stat ups. Yeah, I don't think I can do this retro achievement and get Ileana at the same time. That Ike has to be like have ripped apart like most of these guys at this point. She actually walked up to me. Holy shit, we can do this and get Ileana at the same time. I think they'll all be focused on Ike. As long as I have enough health. Ow. Only range you can get after him. Oh, Ileana, please! She lived! Ileana's not living. Damn it. No! Ike is almost max level. And he's like chapters away from classing up. Yeah, she basically had to survive that turn. I guess since I got the retro achievement, I'll go back and do the chapter properly. Idia Gaming? Oh. I'm enjoying the Kanga we're playing at the moment in terms of like a Star Citizen adjacent game. Okay, here's the thing for the McMahon docuseries, because I've heard a lot about it. If you know the stories about Mr. McMahon, there ain't a damn thing surprising in that docuseries, because it's all the same stories we've ever heard. Maybe some new details, but it's all the same stories. Trust me. I have heard nothing new from that docuseries. But if you have never heard those stories, yeah, but look, Vince is... You have to remember, you have to know this. Vince does not give a shit. He does as he damn well pleases because he has more money than God, and he will wave the big dick energy that has given him around as he desires. That is 90% of his actions and his, his reasoning for his actions. That is just how he rolls. If you are at all surprised about that, I've got bad news. That's what money does to you after a while. That's what too much money does to you after a while. It rots the brain. Like, I haven't watched it. He's, as far as I know, he is not connected. Shane, I think, has talked to Tony Khan at one point or another, but he's not signed a contract. He's not done anything with AEW. Also, Vince would probably never touch AEW because no one would let him get in control. Yeah, that's as far as it goes, is that he has a picture with... There's a picture of Tony Khan, the Young Bucks, and Shane, and that's it. And, like, that's nothing at the moment. Also, like I said, Vince is going to get nowhere near AEW because ain't no one intelligent enough, ain't no one stupid enough to let him have control. Any sort of control. And Vince wants control. Vince wants 100%, I want to do as I damn well want. So if he's going to go somewhere, it's going to be in control. And that's not happening in AEW because Tony Khan's not going to let that happen because Tony Khan wants control. That is the key thing. Well, one of Dark Side of the Rings people was producing for it. Like, legit, one of Dark Side of the Rings people is on that docuseries as a producer or writer, I forget which. Also, I would not say it's probably better than any Dark Side of the Ring individually. I would probably consider it like companion piece to Dark Side of the Ring because let me look at how many Dark Side of the Ring episodes have some bit of it was like Vince was in control. Vince was the one calling the shots. Vince did this. Vince did that. Here is basically the equivalent or the companion piece that's like, here is the Vince story. Here's the Vince half of all of those little tidbits and details you've heard from every single Dark Side of the Ring episode. Ah, for fuck's sakes. I should have figured. I should have figured something was gonna happen. I got too aggressive. Should let Titania just handle that whole thing. I might watch it at some point, but I've heard enough of it from just the couple, like one of the wrestling YouTubes I follow, just like, well, okay, it's all the same information. All these interviews very much paint the picture one would expect with Vince. So, eh. I can't hit him from there. That's a shame. Oh my god. That's okay. Fair. No, not my short spear. Oh. Don't know if that's a good something or a bad something. Mine were short and fairly basic, to be honest. It was nothing like I've ever had to do. I think you said you had an interview. I didn't know if it was a pre-interview. I think you said you had a pre-interview or an interview this week at some point. I've had my two for the week, and I'm basically waiting until next week to maybe hear back. We'll see. Those healers fucked right off. That's never... I don't think that's ever a good sign to be like, oh, there's a twist in the interview, and I'm like, oh boy. Well. Like I said, mine were fairly just boring, basic interviews. Like, there wasn't anything too exciting for them. My second one, the lady interviewed me did ask me the "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" question. I was like, I don't know. That's 5 years down the road me's problem. I'm worried about today and tomorrow. Because, bear in mind, I am 32 years old. Do you have any idea how many historically relevant and major events have happened in my fucking life? God damn it, Oscar, you fucking stupid mage. All the things that get fucking scrambled by. Goddamn mage. Yeah. Yeah, that my answer is just I don't know. I'm just worried about today and tomorrow. Because, like I said, you have any idea how many historically relevant and major things have happened in my 32 years of living? Fuck if I know what's going to happen in 5 years from now. I don't think anyone can predict what's going to happen 5 years from now at this fucking point. I ain't worried about it. Well, boo-hoo fucking who. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what do you want from me? I don't know where I'll be in 5 years. I don't know if this building will exist in 5 fucking years. I'm sorry. That is not my problem at the moment. You're not hiring me for 5 years from now. You're hiring me for right the fuck now. That is the key difference in this conversation. You're hiring me for something that exists right now, not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now. No, now. Now. Okay? Have we forgotten that a pandemic started 4 years ago? Do you think anyone if you ask that question to anyone in 2019, that answer would involve a fucking pandemic? No? Guess what? Shit fucking happens. None of us can predict the future, especially 5 years in fucking advance. Also, if you want an honest answer, that is my honest answer. I don't know. I'm not thinking about 5 years from now. I'm thinking about today. Today, this interview, right now, this conversation we are having at this current moment. That is what I'm thinking about. That is what we're talking about right now. 5 years from now? I don't know. Why do you care? My job might not exist in 5 years. This building might not exist in five years from now. Oh, Mia, don't die. Good dodge. Good dodge. God damn it. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I might be done with Path of Radiance retro achievements. I think. Alright, Devils Buddy, you have a good night. I'm having all sorts of problems right now, so. I think next week... Alright, see you, Devil's Way. Next week, we're gonna get swapped over to... Valkyria Chronicles, and I'll show... Oh good, there's a gameplay sample right here. Fantastic! Give an idea of what Valkyria Chronicles is. I will use this lovely gameplay sample. Who's this person? Rail Deco has it on YouTube. So, just to kind of describe this, actually, let me do it like this. That way I can pull this out. All right, so up here we've got command points. You use these to pick which unit you're going to move. In this case, we're moving the tank right off the bat. We're kind of moving about. Enemies can fire on you while you're moving, but as soon as you enter targeting mode, they stop firing because that's when you get to shoot. Then you fire, and then you can kill enemies. Here's one of the snipers moving. Again, getting fired on while moving. But you get the opportunity to fire. Also, that is Marina. That's the sniper. One of the snipers I prefer to have all the time. I forget, like, who. I don't know who's the best units to have in the game, because you can select a bunch of different units to kind of fill out the roster. But one of the important things about it is this little bar right here. This is your movement bar. As long as it depletes as you're moving, in any direction. And a key thing, I don't know if this gameplay sample will show an example of this. I guess you can kind of see it here. If you select a unit again, as an enemy moving. Let me see. Yep. So if you select a unit again, the bar will actually be partially filled. I think it will be like that filled up. For the Lancer, for an example. So you take like a movement range debuff every time you select a unit the same turn. Which means you can do some wacky, crazy things in terms of a speed run. Which, if Rob's done Valkyria Chronicles speed runs, I need to look up his run of it. I'm genuinely curious about that now because he does a really good job of explaining speed runs and explaining all the mechanics and the like that are a part of them. But yeah, I think we'll kick that off like next week because Fire Emblem is kicking my butt at the moment, and I feel like I just feel like I'm ready to move on at the moment. So yeah, we'll start that next week. But yeah, between now and then, though, tomorrow, we can continue the Destiny 2 story stuff, or maybe a dungeon. It depends on how Tommy's feeling. I'm kind of just following his lead on like what we're doing within the confines of Destiny 2 on that. If we do Witch Queen, we do Witch Queen. If we do something else, we do something else. But yeah, that's tomorrow. Saturday will be TGS. We'll talk Tokyo Game Show, amongst Tokyo Game Show, State of Play, amongst other stuff. And Sunday we'll continue Kanga. We'll go planet hopping, just explore some planets and stuff in Kanga. So if you like what you're seeing, folks, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Chipping away that affiliate goal. Exclamation point social attack gives you the handles for all of our socials, and exclamation point Discord attack is this link. Drop by, say hi. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.